Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is FAR618. In this video, my team and I are going to talk about the Malaysian Accounting Standards Board, MASB. But before that, I would like to introduce my team members, which are Nur Ain binti Idris, Karunisa binti Ibrisam, Siti Nurliana binti Iskandar, Amirah Dayana binti Abdul Rahim, and myself, Muhammad Fazri bin Mukhtar. This presentation is divided into three topics, which include the history of MASB establishment, the objectives of MASB establishment, and roles and responsibilities of MASB towards Islamic financial institutions. Without further ado, let's start with the history of MASB establishment. Prior to the MASB's establishment, there were two Malaysian professional accounting bodies that were responsible for the development of accounting standards in Malaysia, namely Malaysian Institute of Accountants (MIA) that was established in 1967 and Malaysian Institute of Certified Public Accountants (MICPA) established in 1958. Both the MIA and the MICPA work closely together on the development of accounting standards and providing feedback on financial reporting requirements to the regulatory bodies such as the Registrar of Companies, the Central Bank, Bank Negara Malaysia, and Securities Commission. In December 1992, the Joint Committee was dissolved due to the disagreement over the adoption of the Goodwill Standard. Since then, both the MIA and the MICPA work separately, with no significant contribution towards the accounting regulation in Malaysia. Various parties affected by the accounting regulation realized that standard setting has become too important to be left with the accounting profession alone. In 1994, the proposal for establishing a new separate standard setting body was made known publicly. In early 1995, the Minister of Finance appointed a task force to look into the proposal. They proposed the establishment of the MASB instead of an Accounting Standards Review Board. Soon after, in December 1996, a draft of the Financial Reporting Act that proposed the establishment of the Financial Reporting Foundation, FRF, and the MASB was debated at the Parliament. Consequently, on 1st July 1997, the Malaysian Accounting Standards Board, MASB, was established under the Financial Reporting Act. Now, let's look at what is the functions and powers of the MASB. To explain that, I would like to invite my team member, Karunisa, to share with you. Over to you, Nisa.
Thank you, our friend, Encik Fahri. Okay, I would like to present the functions and power of the MASB. First, issue new accounting standards and approve accounting standards. It review, revise, or adopt as approved accounting standards existing accounting standards. It can issue, amend, substitute, suspend, defer, withdraw, or revoke any approved accounting standards in whole or in part. Second, any issues bulletin in whole or in part. Any statement of principles, any technical and other releases, and any other document relating to financial reporting by whatever name called in whole in part. Second, it can sponsor or undertake development of possible accounting standards. It collaborates with other national and international accounting standard setters and monitor the development of other national and international accounting standards. It participates in and contributes to development of a single set of account standards for international use. Next is it can conduct such public consultations as may be necessary in order to determine the content of accounting concept, principles, and standard. Next is it can develop a conceptual framework for the purpose of a volunteer-purpose accounting standards. It makes such changes to the form and content of proposed accounting standard as it considers necessary. It also can monitor the operations of approved accounting standards to assess their continued relevance and their effectiveness. It why they do that? It because to perform any other function conferred or imposed upon it by the Act or such other function as the Minister of Finance may prescribe by other published in the case. Okay, next I would like to tell all of you about mission's statement of MASB. Okay, MASB mission is to develop and promote high quality accounting and financial reporting standards that are consistent with international best practice for the benefit of users, preparers, auditors, and the public in Malaysia. Okay, that's all from my speech. Now I would like to turn over speech to my friends Nur Ain to talk about objective of MASB establishment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Nisa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ain bin Idris and today I would like to present about objective of MASB establishment. So, in the pursuit of its mission, the MASB is guided by a clear set of policy objectives, such as it is to develop high-quality accounting standards for financial reporting that benefit users, preparers, auditors, and the public. Because MASB is the only one body that responsible to develop and deliver all accounting standards in Malaysia. So that's why they have to ensure that they produce the high quality of accounting standard. And secondly, to participate in and contribute to the IASB standard setting process in the development of a single set of high quality globally accepted financial reporting standard for international use, because most of IASB accounting standard being followed by MASB. So that's why this objective are very important to MASB. And next, to collaborate with other national standards setters for the development of globally accepted financial reporting standard for international use. Besides IASB, there is another accounting bodies in the international level that MASB should be followed, such as AAOIFI, means Accounting and Auditing Organisation for the Islamic Financial Institution, and IFSB, Islamic Financial Services Board, that based in Malaysia. Okay, for the next, to promote the use and seek views on the application of accounting and financial reporting standard by way of engagement and dissemination of information to users, preparers, auditors, and the public. This is because to avoid the misleading from the user. Okay, next, to promote and support research in the area of financial reporting, in the particular for emerging and Islamic market. Because beside IASB, MASB also follow the accounting and auditing standard that from AAOIFI, because to deliver the accounting standard based on Islamic Sharia. And for the last point is to monitor the application of MASB approved accounting standard. This is very important because MASB have to ensure and monitor all of the user must follow all the accounting standard, which is the standard must be approved by MASB first, because this is to avoid the illegal use by the user. Okay, for the next slide, we can see the MASB have 8 members who are being appointed by the MOF. And for the additional, MOF also appointed 3 advisors to MASB, 1 each from BNM, the SC and the ROC. So this is one of the proof that MASB being verified by the Minister of Finance in Malaysia. So that's all from me. I would like to pass to my colleague Liana to present another slide. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Siti Noliana binti Iskandar. I would like to present about roles and responsibilities of MASB toward IFIs. For the first, the MASB was initially focused the Islamic accounting standards, which is IAS development on the existing operations of Islamic banks and financial institutions. It is like Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad and Syarikat Takaful Nasional Berhad. The board will then move to develop accounting standards for Islamic-based transactions for other conventional commercial institutions. Second point is developing Islamic accounting standards IAS to streamline the accounting procedure of companies with increasing Islamic-based transactions. The board is collaborating with the authorities in Sharia law and principles to develop the IAS, the first draft of which should be ready by year-end. The MASB will be the first to develop Islamic accounting standards within the region, and once developed, the standards may be applicable to other countries like Brunei and Indonesia, said Norden as MASB Executive Director. The third point is the MASB approach to convergence in every aspect of transaction prompts further research that should examine to what extent the product offered by IFIs are Sharia compliant and differ from their counterparts in the conventional banks. It is also useful to know whether Islamization has indeed been used as a label for marketing the bank products, moving away from the original sacred aims. Last but not least, MASB can play a rigorous role in the search for this conceptual framework, thereby they engaging in developing guidelines within IFRS for IFIs, as Malaysia is a dynamic market for Islamic finance. Future research may aim to develop Islamic conceptual framework, focusing each concept in great detail. Then MASB needs to revise its stance on the applicability of IFRS to IFIs transactions. This is because Malaysia has been accused as being too liberal in their interpretations of Islamic Sharia principle regarding banking and financial affairs. Next, we will look about MASB Islamic technical pronouncement. To explain that, I would like to invite my team member Diana to share with you. Over to you, Diana.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Amirah Diana.
Thank you, Liana, my teammate, for your explanation on roles and responsibility of MASB. Okay. Now my turn is explain to you guys the MASB Islamic Technical Pronouncement. Okay. First point is Financial Reporting Standard 1. Financial Reporting Standard 1 is a presentation of financial statement of Islamic financial institution. The first accounting standard is created for Islamic financial institution in harmony with the IAS. Okay. Next point is is a standard of principles that is financial reporting from an Islamic perspective. Okay. Statement of principle serve to inform that MASB approved accounting standard shall apply to Islamic financial transaction unless there is a Sharia prohibition. The appendix to Statement of Principle 1 include a review by the Sharia Advisory Council of Bank Negara Malaysia, which concluded, among others, that generally accepted accounting principle or methods as discussed in MASB's proposal may be applied in financial reporting from an Islamic perspective, as their application does not conflict with general Sharia principle of methodology. Okay. For the next is a technical release 1. Technical release 1 is consists of accounting for zakat on business. Okay. At this point is when entity pays zakat on business, technical release 1 requires it to be recognized as an expense of the entity. This is to differentiate between zakat paid by entity in its own legal capacity and zakat paid on behalf of its shareholders. Okay. Now we go to the next slide. Okay. The next point is a technical release 3 that consists of a presentation of financial statement of Islamic financial institution. As we know, this point is similar to Financial Report Standards 1 that include that just now I said in the previous slide. Okay. Financial Reporting Standard 1 was withdrawn to eliminate duplication of requirements already contained in other MASB approved accounting standard. Okay. The remaining guidance in Financial Reporting Standard 1 not found in other standards was transferred to Technical Release 3. That's a presentation of financial statement of Islamic financial institution. Okay. The guidance mainly concern presentation of information relating to contract used by Islamic financial institution. Okay. For the last point is Technical Release 4, that is a Sharia compliant sales contract. Sharia compliant is to clarify the recognition and the recognition requirements for items acquired or transferred through a Sharia compliant sales contract. Requires entity to consider whether the sale was part of a series of linked transactions in determining whether the subject of sale would be recognized or derecognized. Thank you.